City Live. What's up, everybody in the chat? Miss Pittsburgh. What is up, everybody? Good to see you. I'm letting my computer try to fire up here so I can have that for the comments as that's trying to warm up here. Hopefully it'll get going. But yeah, one of those days here. But again, everybody, welcome back to the show. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. And we are, what's up, Nick? And we're going to dive in here. We're going to talk a little bit. What's up, Inger? We're going to talk a little bit about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the rest of the AFC and what they don't have that you are seeing the Chiefs and the Bills have. And I want to explore that. I'm not sure why I keep having that beeping sound, but we'll see what happens here. Why it's going crazy. It's on the computer, but we'll let it keep going here. I'll have to probably turn it down or something, some way, somehow. But again, we're going to dive into all that stuff. Again, comments, questions, and concerns are welcomed into the chat. Thank you. What's up, downtown Tom Ford? Good to see you guys. Again, my computer's going haywire over here, but hopefully it'll keeps saying not responding. But yeah, it's driving me bonkers. I should have came up a little bit earlier, warmed that bad boy up. What's up, DJ? Let's go Steelers. Not much, Tom. Just chilling, man. Hello, fellas. Best Steelers chat on the planet. Thank you, Za. Steelers, let's go Bills. The Chiefs are not going to three-peat. Yeah, it's just amazing, though, when you look at these two franchises that are going to be in the AFC conference title game, and you look at the rest of the AFC conference, and you're asking yourself, what in the hell do these teams have that the others don't? And the answer is more than just the quarterback. The quarterback helps in a big way. The quarterback helps, no doubt about that. But there are some other factors that are contributing factors here that play key roles, and I want to talk about all that stuff. What's up, Mark Malone? For Christ's fucking sakes, man. There still is a plethora of Tomlin ball washers out there, for God's sakes. I know, that is true, Mark. Again, guys, I should post, if it wasn't for, like, me wanting to be cool with people and be not like sell them out, you know, I would send you some of the emails I get, or post the emails that I get when I have any type of ill conversation about Mike Tomlin. And it's not even ill conversation about him personally. It's just about his coaching and some of the comments, some of the things that I get inside of like private messages would absolutely freaking blow your mind, guys. Blow your mind. How much these people hang off Mike Tomlin's nutsack, dude. It's absolutely bonkers. What's up, Doug P? They have a decent running game. That's one. Absolutely. That is a one. There's so many things. But I think it really boils down to something, too, that people are discounting when you're talking about Steelers football, when you're talking about other teams within the conference. Every team isn't lacking this. Every team is at different stages in their development. But when you're looking at teams in particular, when we're looking inside of the AFC North, you're looking at some of the things that are really affecting it. And I got to say this, guys, coaching's playing a big role into a lot of this shit. In today's game, in today's NFL, clock management, situational management throughout a football game really plays a giant role, plays a huge role. Understanding when to open up your offense in certain ways, you know, passing game, using it to the run game to keep your team on pace, on rhythm, like we talked about last night and other days even before that. But utilizing the tools at the proper time, it's becoming so very important, man. And it's just looking at Andy Reid, looking at Sean McDermott, looking at those guys and the way they handle their ball club and the way that their ball club responds to them. Because I think that you have good quarterbacks on both of those teams, but you look at the way they respond each and every time these coaches there's a tough situation. They know they're going to guide them through that situation. They know they're going to get the right call. They know that they can lean on the schematics and what they've been able to do as a program, throughout the season and the situations that they've been in. It's just so amazing how much people discount the coaching aspect, I think, of these teams at the professional level. And you saw last night, even in the championship game of college, even how much coaching comes into play in terms of what they're doing at certain portions of the game, when things maybe not are going the way that you want them to go, and how quickly something like a fake punt at the wrong time, things of that nature, just how quickly that changes the dynamic, how quickly it changes momentum. Just so many wild things, man, to talk about when it comes to coaching. But we'll talk about all that throughout the chat here, throughout the night here on Steel City Live. Like that show, double tap that screen. Send us out into that YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. What's up, Danny George, Tom Ford? We have snow here in Pensacola. Dude, it's freezing, man. We got a super chat. Another Wombat coming in with a super chat early. Want to reiterate that Tomlin should be fired. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. I said that. I don't know how he made it out of the first 10 minutes of that playoff loss to the Baltimore Ravens. I have no idea how he made it outside of that first 10 minutes without the Rooney's firing him. It was absolutely crazy. Yeah, guys, my computer's still acting crazy, but we're going to get it here. We're going to get it. My lights went out for a second. Once the computer fires back up, they will be back on. So forgive me for the dimness here. Miss Pittsburgh, yeah, I heard they had snow down in New Orleans. Yeah, it's crazy how much this snow's affecting. Guys, I have pals out there. I should put it in the community section. I actually have snow piles high up of my lamppost, man. I should post the pictures. It's absolutely crazy. John Broadway, there's an interesting fact that the Ravens lost on Edgar Allan Poe's birthday, which the Ravens are named for. That is crazy. I didn't know that, downtown. That's pretty good, bro. That's pretty crazy, man. I didn't know that, dude. Edgar Allan Poe, man. The great poet. That's crazy. Man, that is nuts how weird is it, my friends, that things just happen, It's just coincidence. It's so weird how the universe works. What's up, Brian Sipple? Would you trade Mike Tomlin? Yeah, I had extreme high hopes that Mike Tomlin would be standing in front of the press board for the Chicago Bears. That's what I had high hopes for instead of Ben Johnson. But I will give this to the Bears, a franchise that otherwise makes absolutely stupid, monster, ridiculous decisions, was able to make a very good decision in bringing in Ben Johnson, because I think that is going to send their football team, their franchise into a process that they are going to become really, really good over time. And it was the only thing I think that could even save a guy like Caleb Williams, who I think is going to be disaster. I still predict him to not be there very long. I still predict him to end up being washed out, and Ben Johnson figuring out how to bring in his own guy. That's just my opinion. Yes, Robert, absolutely. Better coaches, man. You got to have guys that are thinking outside of the box in today's NFL, and that's why I wanted Mike Tomlin to go somewhere else, because he's stale, he's stagnant, he's not thinking outside of the box. He's not trying to be innovative, and he's not bringing guys into his staff that he's allowing to be innovative. He's bringing guys into his staff that are the exact same as him, and how does that work, And that's another thing that when we're talking about what these teams have that other teams don't, Steelers, Ravens, other teams like that, and Ravens changed a little bit this year. I felt like they made some strides in this category, but I feel like those teams, the Chiefs, the Bills, they bring people in that are challenging themselves each and every day, challenging the roster, challenging the coaching staff to be innovative and creative and to do different things. Just look at some of the ways they run their plays. Look at the eccentric movements that they have pre-snap. Look at the way they adjust defense, and look at the way they accept the challenges and schematically figure out how to slow teams down. You don't necessarily have to be ultra dominant and stop something right now. Boom. No. You got to slow them down a little bit defensively and try to just figure it out throughout the course of the game and minimize the damage. That's the name of the game in today's NFL. Minimize damage, man. All right. Hey, the computer came back up. Sorry, it's been distracting me a little bit here as we go. Wave those terrible towels for Miss Pittsburgh. Allah, wahoo, wah-whoa. Rylan with George Pickens. I gotta say, I love George Pickens and his athleticism, but you know what, guys? I don't love George Pickens in any other aspect. I don't love the way he presents himself to the team. I don't love the way he presents himself to the fan base. I don't love the way he approaches work each and every single day. I just don't love those things about him, man. I don't. I think that he is not the type of character player you're looking for, and I know a lot of people love him, man. I know that, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, I'm going to try to catch up on the chat here on my phone, and then I'll catch up. What's up, Daniel Warman in the house? Hey, Jason, I feel that the coaches and game plans that players buy into. Do you think the Steelers have a team chemistry problem? Thanks. I do. I do. I do think they have a team chemistry. I do think that. And I do think that there's a definite issue inside of that locker room. No doubt about it, and the reports have already started to come out about that. And I think that team chemistry is more valuable than a lot of people think. And we talked about the money issue yesterday and all those things. And is that all these players are about? And there's a couple teams in the conference, each conference, that have a team full of guys that have a strong desire to be great and be immortalized in Canton, Ohio. Is there only a couple of those teams in the league at any one given time, you know? That's a question. There's a lot of variables. No, I can't, Inger. John Broadway, yeah, a good amount of snow in New Orleans. I have relatives down there. Man, this is crazy. I'm telling you, QB plays a bigger role. QB plays a big role. I'm not discounting that. That's why the thumbnail is what it is tonight. All the quarterbacks that were inside of this conference playoffs, all those quarterbacks, that's a big role. But if you read the description of the video, what I put there in the narrative of, yes, the quarterback's nice, real nice, but there are some other factors that are major contributors into why some of these teams aren't successful as you would think. The Chiefs don't have just, an abundance of just superstar players. They have Kelsey, he's a superstar. They have a lot of good players. They have Pat. They have a lot of good players in my eyes. But I feel like if you look across their roster, it's a lot of good, solid players that are buying in. You look at the Bills roster. I don't feel like they have an abundance of superstars, but they have a lot of good to solid players that are buying in, that are well prepared. And I think that plays a big, big, big role. DJ Thomas been wondering, Justin Fields was told not to turn the ball over. Wilson did just that, turn the ball over. Maybe Fields was better left as QB1. Dude, I got to say this. I think the Steelers should have, once Russ really got in that rut and you gave him a couple weeks, especially a few weeks there to try to maybe spin things back around, and he was not able to do that. I think you should have probably just went to Justin. Now, I'm a big team chemistry guy, as we talked about earlier in the chat. So, sometimes I shy away from those types of moves. Because I thought Russ should have started the season, but then once Justin proved himself, I thought he should have remained. So, things change, but man, you got to kind of go with the flow of the football team, and I think that's another thing good head coaches do. They understand the pulse of their football team. They understand the desires of their football team, and what are they going to do? How are they going to respond to each and every move? And I think good coaches understand that. And when you heard Mike Tomlin talk about at his end of the year press conference, what was he acting like? It's my way, highway. I make the decisions. That's it. Nothing really sounded like that he kind of took a group of adults, a group of men in that locker room, and tried to play off their strength. Nothing felt like that. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was his way or no way, or you know what I mean? And I love authority. I love structure, but I think you can do both. I think you can have authority, structure, and still have a relationship with your football team that you understand their needs and you understand what is going to make them tick. And it's just not only my way or the highway, because I feel like you put the rules, the authority part in place. You don't deviate from that. And I think that's where some head coaches go wrong, because some people can get away with certain things. And maybe that disrupted the Steelers locker room this year. You had George Pickens showing up late all the time. Even the players said, oh, that's just George. I'm sure that makes these guys resentful. Why should they follow the fucking rules if this clown isn't going to follow the rules? Why should they respect a head coach that makes them follow the rules or expects them to follow the rules, but allows somebody to not follow the rules? You get what I'm saying, guys? There's just a lot that goes into this. Robert Rhodes says the snow they are getting is on par or even crazier than when they got 8 inches of snow on July 3rd back in 1993 where I live now. That'd be crazy to get snow on July 3rd. Absolutely crazy. Man, this computer tonight. Another Wombat says, got unnatural amounts of snow on the Gulf of America. It's bizarre. Absolutely, the Gulf of America. I kind of like it. I think the Ravens lost because their fans stomped the towel. Hey, guys, nobody believes me with that shit. I think that is true. I think, Doug. Robert Road, we root for the Ravens nevermore or before, for that matter. No, nevermore. Craig Werlow, it's incredible that the Steelers haven't made any coaching changes. Same old. Craig, that is something that's very, very troublesome, that there hasn't been any type of adjustment, that there hasn't been any type of movement from the Steelers in any way. That is troubling to me. Are they waiting for the season to end? Do they have their eyes set on some other people, on some other coaching staffs? But who would want to come be under Mike Tomlin, in my opinion? I really got to ask that question. Who would want to be that guy to come over? I don't know. All right, guys, double tap that screen. Hit that like button for us. We need some more likes here on the daily live show that we like to call Steel City Live. Oh, shit, before I forget, which I did earlier. The afternoon blitz is so new to me. Like, literally, I have a lot of issues. My grandmother's going through some very late stages of life health issues here, and she's like in a care home and all that stuff right now, getting rehabilitation and all that. But I went to visit her and did all that. But I totally forgot about the show, and it got to be 5 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I got to make my thumbnail. I got to do my stuff for tonight for Steel City Live. Dude, and I forgot all about it, so we will for sure do afternoon blitz tomorrow. I got to get in the groove, man. Jason scatterbrain sometimes. Doug P., we always bring in scapegoats, new coaches. Amen. Shout out Cash. All right, Cash. Shout me out some Cash. Aaron, I don't know what that is. Lucas, Steelers suck. Vince, WGPP, I don't know what that means, man. The terrible towel curse takes at least a week to kick in. To answer your question, top QB in defense from Welch Snacks. Defense helps, no doubt about it. But, guys, I got to say this. Honestly, this is how I'd rather approach it. I'd like an average defense, a defense that, is pretty decent, doesn't give up a ton of points. Yeah, it may necessarily not be that showstopper week in and week out, but they have their moments. That's the kind of defense that I think I could roll with in today's NFL. But I got to have that lights out offense, that offense that pushes the envelope, that offense that really takes today's rules, the way the game is tailored toward offenses, and really pushes the envelope and draws those personal fouls, draws those pass interferences, have a quarterback that's smart and knows how to flop, I'm just telling you, that's where I'd like to build my team, and I want a solid to special teams unit, no pun intended. I want a special teams unit that is Chris Boswell-like each and every week. That's what I think you need to win. When the Steelers put everything, thank you, Craig. When when the Steelers put everything into that defense and the defense didn't even perform this year, it makes you wonder, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're in an offensive-driven league and you put zero attention onto the offense. Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, And I'm not saying you ignore the defense for the sake of the offense, because that's not what you need to do. Balance is key, absolutely. But my friends, you can't ignore a whole side of the football and bring in guys that are old, bring in guys that are reclamation projects, not bring in a second wide receiver that's a top dog, and expect to win. Not have a game plan that's one in which it's run. Maybe we'll throw a pass in there, punt. That's not the type of offense that needs to be out there. Not an offense that's 12, 13 personnel 90% of the time in a league that's so offensively driven. How can you justify, if you're the Steelers, how can you justify going out there in a league that the rules are as such? We know what they are. Good offenses push the envelope. They push that down the field play to create those pass interference calls, to loosen up the underneath game for the tight ends. You look at the Chiefs, they try to create plays downfield that create plays underneath, but they spread things out. They use pre-snap movements. They use eccentric motions. They use misdirections. They utilize those things and the rules that are tailored toward offense to benefit them and create an offensive system in which is highly successful most of the time. Look at the Bills. They do the same types of things. They line up, they do some different things, they use some misdirections, they use some motions, they use some different things. They're successful. Why are the Steelers coming out there and trying to play 1920s leather helmet type football in today's league? It doesn't make sense. And I'm not saying you abandon your identity, your game plan. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. Have your identity as that smash mouth Steelers brand of football. But be smart enough to fucking adjust. Be smart enough not to do the same dumb shit week in, week out. And that's where the coaching comes into play. These teams that are still in this fucking playoff tournament don't have coaches that are fucking predictable. They don't have coaches that are going to wheel out the same game plan every single week. They don't. That's a monster difference, guys. A monster difference. All right, guys, I need more of you to hit that like button, double tap that screen, send us out into that YouTube algorithm. We appreciate the likes. We appreciate the super chats. Thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what the hell you are waiting for. Join the best YouTube channel out there. That's right here, Mike Drop Sports. And don't forget to join us each and every single day here on Steel City Live, our daily live stream. And also, we will do the afternoon blitz tomorrow. It'll be our second show ever. Let's see if we can top, I think we had 3,000 views on the first one, a little over 3,000 views on our first inaugural show of the afternoon blitz. We'll see if we can beat that. We'll see if we can get up to like 5,000 or 6,000 for the afternoon blitz tomorrow. That'd be absolutely cool for the second show ever. But again, guys, double tapping that screen, hitting that like button. It's absolutely fucking free, my friends. Absolutely free. And it really, truly helps. So maybe we should start giving an award or a reward for people that can get us up to 100 likes. Maybe if we could figure a way out of finding out who gives us that 100th like every night on the live stream. Maybe they could get some sort of reward. Lee says, NFL's poor sport can't get away with it. A poor sport can't get away with it. They get away with it quite well, Lee. Craig, I just feel the Steelers are in a vicious cycle. I just feel the Steelers are in a vicious cycle of being mid, and they are fine with it. You're not wrong, Craig, and I think that they've settled for mediocrity, and it's pretty fucking obvious. And the people that are sitting here supporting Mike Tomlin as the messiah of football, God's gift to football, I think they're misguided, and I think that they're a little loose with how they watch the game. I think they're fair weather. I really do. I don't know how you look at this football team and say how, that they haven't just been okay with being mediocre. Bears will ship Williams off. Browns, Jets, Panthers, Jags in that order would be my guess. That's from DJ Thomas. Lucas Brewer. Steelers suck, Joe. They suck, period. Steelers should hire Wink Martindale. We love him, but he needs to be disciplined. That's from Miss Pittsburgh. Zaw Curry, heard you the first time, Lucas. Welch Snack. Chiefs D is the reason for their success. Craig Werlow, I cannot take another Chiefs Super Bowl. Me either, man. Another Wombat, crazy to say, but Mason told KP to request a trade. The organization is a total mess. I didn't know that he said that, Wombat. Do you think he really did say that? Do you think he told Kenny Pickett to request a trade? I think it was Kenny Pickett saw that Russell Wilson was coming in and said to himself, like, fuck it. But I could see that Mason might have said that. Because why? He got fucking screwed, man, in Pittsburgh. He didn't get a real chance at all. Doug says the difference between Noel Cowher and Tomlin teams, Chuck, and Bill's teams believed in each other. Yes, you don't see that tight-knit group all the time. And the teams that are still in, you see that. They have each other's back. They don't bash each other all the time. And I thought I saw this from this Steelers team this year at the beginning of the year. But once things started becoming rocky, they fell apart, dude. They fell apart. Welch says their DC is great. Their DC is Tomlin if you're talking about the Steelers or you're talking about somebody else. Tomlin stinks. Another Wombat thinks they're super weird. I agree, man. Mason, the Washington Commanders are going to the Super Bowl. I hope so. That's the team I'm rooting for right now is the Washington Commanders because I really, really love Jaden Daniels. I think he is a monster, dude. I think he is a superstar that is going to emerge over the next several seasons. I think Jaden Daniels is the guy that you want to build a franchise around. I think Jaden Daniels was the absolute best quarterback in the draft of 2024, but was overlooked by many as not being the best. Caleb Williams was propped up on that pedestal. I would have took Jaden Daniels every day of the fucking week over Caleb Williams, man. Just off of sheer attitude and character. Steelers country, let's ride. That's from Papyrus 2224. Mike Miller, I forgot buy you a beer. We almost had it in the wild card. How good is this Skylar Thompson? He's not. He's just a. Don't pay attention to that, Mike. He ain't gonna be playing. That's just one of those regular moves, man. Those moves are what? You look at the Steelers. They had 3 quarterbacks in their quarterback room, all on 1-year deals. They had to bring somebody in to just have somebody on there. Andy Reid on the offensive side and Steve Spagnuolo as the DC are as good as any in the NFL. That's from Robert Road. Absolutely. And again, Robert, when you have those guys, like those guys you mentioned there, Andy Reid, Steve Spags, you have as a player, in my eyes, the utmost extreme confidence in those guys. And that changes the way you play on the football field because you're trusting the schematics. You're playing looser, faster, more free. You're just out there playing ball. They get you prepared in a way and they have the game plan set up in a way that you're not overly concerned about what it is you have to do because it's like second nature to you. You're so comfortable in it. You're so confident in it. You understand it. They really take the time to get you involved in the knowledge part of it, the schematics part of it. And I think that is a big difference. Buffalo versus Philadelphia from T. Williams. YouTube agent, please God, don't let the Chiefs win. Downtown John Broadway, correct Mundo. Doug P. Be at ease. Raw Steelers coverage. I'm glad to be here. Well, we're glad to see you. Be at ease. Weston Bailey, how about those Chiefs? Yeah, how about them? Devin Burkett, it'll be Bills versus Eagles this year. Steelers versus Lions next year. That's from Devin Burkett, YouTube agent. I hope it's Bills, Eagles. I'm so tired of the Chiefs. Me too. Froggy, come on. Weston, that was stupid. Eddie, Mike Tomlin needs to go. I agree, Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie Spaghetti. I like that name, Eddie Spaghetti. Let me pin your comment because I like that comment. Mike Tomlin must go. You get a pin comment there, Eddie Spaghetti. Hold on, guys. Let me get down there. Something just came in. Got a super chat coming in from Paul Smith. Paul Smith brings in the super chat. Tomlin has too many holes in his resume that most Steelers fans don't want to discuss. He hasn't had a signature that says this is Mike Tomlin's team. Absolutely, Paul. I don't know how new you are to the channel, but I said the same thing, my friend, several weeks back there. I was saying that same thing, and you're right. There are a ton of holes, and a lot of people aren't comfortable in talking about it, especially the Mike Tomlin apologists, that, he does no wrong in their eyes. And Mike Tomlin, again, doesn't have a resume past Bill Cowher's team slipping through his fingers. Once that was gone, once Bill Cowher's team was gone, I ask anybody, what's his resume? What has he done without Bill Cowher's team? The team that Bill Cowher put in place, when that team was gone, I would love to know what Mike Tomlin has done as a head coach to deserve the accolades that he has. Because I don't see any. And the holes in his resume Paul's speaking about are how many years in a row without a playoff win? How many years of just barely making it by the skin of your teeth? How many times have you taken a roster that was fairly decent and allowed it to just falter and fail and stumble? I'm just asking. And you can say the same things about Bill Cowher early in his career, all the AFC Championship game losses, all those failures and those big moments. You could say that, but he was able to get it done. But I don't feel like people give the praise to Bill Cowher like they give it to Mike Tomlin, man. I really don't think they do, man. My chat's messed up, so I'm going to start here with Tom Ford. Why Bros music? I can smell it from my house. LOL. Samuel Allard. Hey, bro. I'm not going to do that one. Screwed up essay. I don't know what that is. Curry, Steelers, and the Ravens is one of the craziest rivalries in all of sports. Yeah, it's one that I think has been a lot. I don't think it's really been a rivalry lately, guys. And I know the Ravens won the last two. I get that. But if you look at the record from 2020, the Ravens have like 3 wins. I mean, is that a rivalry? I don't know. I feel like a rivalry has to be dead even. I feel like the Bengals is more of a rivalry if you're talking about wins and losses. But I see what you're saying. The Ravens over historically, definitely, no doubt about it. But over like the last 5 or 6 years, man, it's been all Steelers all the time in that rivalry. Hunter, my Bills finna to go all the way. If you're trying to say fixing, I think you're right. Downtown, yes, Jason, prayers for your grandma. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Downtown. Bills plane is going down from Screwed Up SA. Strabazi, hi, Mr. Steelers fan. Hunter, no, this is our year. I can't read some of that stuff, man, Hunter. You got to speak English, my friend. Eddie Spaghetti, Bill Cowher did so much more with his time in Pittsburgh than Mike Tomlin. Give Cowher, Ben, Brown, and Bell. Cowher would have won 3 Super Bowls. Cowher had bad quarterback play with Cordell Stewart and others. Yeah, you look at Mikey Tomczak, Neil O'Donnell, Tommy the Gun Maddox, Tommy Gunn down there downtown. He working down John Eagle. Tommy Gunn, Cordell. I thought Cordell could have been good. He didn't have top Hall of Fame level franchise quarterback level play. And when he did get a franchise quarterback, he simply won a Super Bowl. Even in a year that they had major adversity. And you don't see Mike Tomlin pull his teams out typically of those situations. When they start to stumble, they stumble and they keep on stumbling. All right, guys, make sure you're double tapping that screen, hitting that like button, sending us out into that YouTube algorithm. I truly appreciate that. Again, double tapping that screen is absolutely easy. We appreciate the likes. We appreciate the super chats. But also make sure you are sharing the show out there. That would be truly appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what the hell you are waiting on. Hit that subscribe button and help us achieve that goal of 5,000 subscribers before the end of this week. I know we can do it. I think we gained a lot last night, so we should be somewhere over like 43 or something like that. So we're almost at 5,000, so let's get there tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. Strabezy, I subscribe to love seeing people who are passionate about football, even if it's not the same team. Love, love, love it. Makes me happy. Hey, man, we welcome every team, a buddy from every team. I appreciate the compliment, man. I appreciate the subscription. We welcome everybody from every team, and I think you should come in here and just bullshit and just have fun and talk. And yeah, I'm going to talk Steelers because that's my team, man. And I'll try to talk about everybody else's team too, because I feel like you all deserve to have those conversations, man. And I want this just to be a place to come and bullshit, man. If Wink Martindale was the DC and if allowed to actually run the defense, Blitzburg would be back. That's the thing you're at there, Robert. You know, you're not getting that coordinators coordinating type feel from Mike Tomlin. And people can say whatever they want. They can have any excuse in the world. But why, with coordinator changes crazily over the last several seasons, is there never any change inside of the schematics? Why does the team look exactly the same regardless? That's the question. He's not allowing them to coordinate. Devin, Steelers were supposed to get the guy in San Francisco, but he resigned at the last second, and then the Steelers just gave up on trying to acquire another wide receiver. Oh, he resigned. Yeah. Yeah. I think they put too many eggs in one basket. I think that they should have had more than just that going on. Brandon Ayuk played the Steelers to try to get more money from the Niners, which he did. He did it well. And honestly, why would Brandon Ayuk want to come to the Steelers? He ain't going to get no fucking passes. They don't pass the ball. Why would any wide receiver want to come play in Pittsburgh? I mean, you're going to get subpar quarterback play, subpar schematics, and a head coach that only gives a fuck about his ego and his non-losing seasons record. Once he gets that non-losing season record shit wrapped up for the year, fuck it. Wheels can fall off. We don't care. Hoke B22 is the NFL fake? No. The refs are. Andrew, it's about making the opponent cover the whole field, not just the inside handoff and the moonball. Absolutely, Andrew. Congratulations. We figured it out right here. We reinvented football. We know what it takes now. Absolutely. You're right, Andrew. And until you have a head coach that understands that simple concept, how would you... I would be fucking embarrassed knowing that there's other coaches in the league watching my film from my prior weeks and watching this film and sitting there knowing damn well that these people are in their rooms and they are laughing their fucking ass off, dude. They are laughing hysterically going, is this coaching staff this stupid? Are they this fucking dumb? Like, what the hell, man? You know they are. I'd be embarrassed. Reese T64, Tomlin got y'all to the wild card. How'd Tomlin get anybody to anything, man? That is the dumbest shit. And that comment was made last night. You get a flag, man. You get a flag. 15-yard variety for being stupid. Hold on. I got to get my flag. I got to keep my flag handy for stupid comments like Reese T64. Reese T64, you so far have the dumbest comment of the night. Congratulations for being an idiot, but welcome. You get the first flag of the night also, my friend. Kyle Films, I guess me and you can sit out and watch the shit show. The Super Bowl winner is almost always a top 10 defense. Yeah, good, average, serviceable. You know, hey, I just feel like you don't have to have the top-rated defense in the league to be competitive. I feel like if you are like that, middle of the road, top 10, number 10 in the league, I feel like you can make it. Doug P., good old hard run the ball down your throat still works if you can punch the ball in the zone. But this team can't seem to do that anymore. Yeah, Doug, and it does work, and I don't discount it, but you've got to have variety mixed in with it. You've got to have schematics in which allow you to be able to use that run game to your advantage. When you are totally simple-minded, one-dimensional, none of it works. And again, the teams that run the ball well are respected and able to do other things. And that's why defenses have to respect them. And they can't load up on their run game. And they can't just game plan for the simple basic shit. They got to respect a lot of other things that offense can do. And that's why the Steelers are so plain and vanilla. And again, smash mouth football's fine if that's what your identity is. But you got to have some other things in your arsenal. You got to have some other ways to move the football. What's up, Froggy Insider? Miss Pittsburgh, the best show in the nation. Let's go, people. Let's hit the shit out of that like button and subscribe and share to the best show in the nation is here. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. We appreciate you. Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. Steve Mon thought, oh, man, come on, dude. Let me find this doucher. Maybe I can find him. I have to find him. If anybody is a moderator sees Steve Mon, please remove Steve Mon from the chat. Hawkins, hire Big Mike. He's from Pittsburgh. I don't like Mike McCarthy. I think he's a simple-minded guy that also is a loser in the playoffs and can't seem to really get it together after winning one Super Bowl. D's nuts, bro. Just, oh my God, dude. Lil Soup, I'll take another Chiefs Super Bowl before Bills Super Bowl. F the Bills. That's from Lil Soup. Eddie Spaghetti, poor Mason, Miss Pittsburgh. Cincinnati fans, if Mike Tomlin leaves Pittsburgh, they would love to have him in Cincinnati. They will never lose another game with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Eddie Spaghetti, Bill Cowher was 1,000 times better than Tomlin. Brother Murphy, what do y'all think about the Lions versus Commanders game? I think that the Lions played really hard. I think the Lions had a good game plan, but I think the Lions just weren't able to get it done, man. I thought it was a good game. I really did. I honestly did. I really don't have too much bad to say about it. I know there was missed opportunities by both teams, but I thought Jaden Daniels showed that having a good quarterback like him gets it done, man, and it's hard to overcome a guy like Jaden. I just thought he really provided a lot for that Commanders football team. In more ways than just on the field. I think mentally, the team understanding they had him there and like saying to themselves, you know, we're confident. We got that guy under center. I don't know. I just feel that changes a team. And the Lions were awesome. I thought the Lions were going to win the Super Bowl. But, you know, just sometimes you lose, man. Froggy Insider, Tomlin dips after he achieves 9 wins. Yeah, I feel like he bails after that. Alexander Katz, Mike Tomlin is a really good coach. Says who? JJ was nicked up, but JJ isn't even used right. Mike Tomlin, he may be a good person, but I just don't feel like he's a good football coach. Mick Swagger, hindsight is 2020. Yeah, I agree. NFL Reels, SW Leave, LOL. I watch Pride is Strong. David Martin, go Ravens. Alexander Katz, Fields is really good. I love him. Eddie Spaghetti, Mike Tomlin inherited Bill Cowher team and won a Super Bowl just like how John Gruden inherited Tony Dungy's team and Buccaneers team. Yeah, I agree. Reed for offense, Fangio for defense. Mr. Go Patriots, take state. KC for the 3-peat from Tony Blackburn. Holy shit, guys. I'm so far behind. I'm at Brian Pruitt. My chat moved. Or Roger Evanhart. 2 great quarterbacks. Brian Pruitt shot. Carolina didn't. Don't do that. I have no clue. No clue what you're saying. Go Sixers, says go Birds. Devin Burkett, Steelers have not even sniffed a division title since 2020. We are the 6-time Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers, and that is not good enough. We own the AFC North. Yeah, you gotta win divisions, man. You gotta get yourself primed for playoff position and not always be in a rough spot heading into the playoffs. The Chiefs are one of the best defensive coordinators in the league. Steelers don't. Absolutely, Kevin. Be at ease. Jeff Graham. You will never be satisfied. Oh, my God, dude. You get a flag. Lenzo Amos. You get a flag, dude. Flag. 15 yards. He says, y'all will never be satisfied. 17 straight winning seasons. 17 straight winning seasons. Oh, my God, dude. Do you watch football at all? Do you know anything about football at all? Why are you okay? Are you a loser in your life too? Are you satisfied with that? Just average? It works. It's okay. I mean, hey, we'll make it. I mean, are you satisfied with that in your regular life? Is that why you make a comment like that? Because what it sounds to me is you got a loser's attitude. You get a flag. Quit with that 17 straight winning seasons. Quit with that bullshit mediocrity fucking speech, man. I hate it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand the mindset of some people. You know, I just don't. Maybe that's why some people are like trapped in their parents' basement for life. You know, I don't understand. I don't know. They're okay with just being okay. Hey, mom and dad got peanut butter and jelly up in the fridge. I'm going to chill here, man. Bills are paid. I can chill down here in my basement. Got my 19-inch TV and my fucking PlayStation 5, baby. Mom and dad got it for me for Christmas. Santa Claus brought it. I'm 38 years old. Maybe that's the type of people that are okay with it. I don't know. All right, guys, we're about 45 minutes into the show. I need you to double tap that screen, hit that like button as we are on a pursuit of 100 likes here on the live stream, as always. So make sure you do that for us. Send us out into that YouTube algorithm. We truly appreciate it. It's absolutely free to hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a damn thing to hit that like button and to help the show. That helps your creators out each and every single day. Again, appreciate the super chats. And if you're not subscribed, again, I don't know what the hell you are waiting for, my friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, there's a 90 jersey in it when we hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. That is signed by one TJ Watt. So don't forget, 10,000 subscribers equals giveaways like that. But we got to get to that subscriber mark. We got to hit 5,000 here before the end of the week, which I think we can. And again, I appreciate all the growth here over the last couple weeks. It's been absolutely awesome. Let's keep going with the chat. Lexi in the house. I think the Steelers should give Justin Fields a chance. I do too, Lexi. I think it would be a wise decision because of the quarterback landscape at the moment. I think that might be the only real solid choice for the Steelers right now, and whether it's right or wrong, it's just what has to be, I think, right at this point, unless some other opportunity arises. Ocho Bangs Gaming, I heard George Pickens is going to KC. Yeah, that'd be fucking typical. He'd go there and be a model citizen, you know, because he has to play for a head coach that I would actually make him follow the rules, or he'd have to, face some discipline. Mike Tomlin. Wait, I'm Mike Tomlin. Hold on. I'm pregame Mike Tomlin. My hands in my front of my hoodie up. I'm bouncing to the music. Let's go, 3. Let's go, 3. That's what Mike Tomlin does before pregame. He ain't fucking worrying about if the players are there on time. He ain't worried about anything else. He ain't worried about game plan or schematics. He's going to go out there at 50-yard line and talk to Harbaugh. Yeah, you and I have been in a lot of these ones. Man. How about going and looking at your fucking game plan? How about fucking adjusting a little bit? How about coming out and doing something a little fucking different? Chris Keith, hot take, Tomlin isn't the problem. Oh my God, that's the hottest fucking take I ever heard, Chris. Oh my Lord. Mazal, go Eagles. Kiffer Bot. Are the Chiefs the ultimate underdog? No, I don't know how they're the underdog. They're the defending world champs. They finished the season with a crazy amount of wins, and they were the number 1 seed in the AFC Conference playoffs, playing at home against the Bills that were the number 2 seed. I don't know how you're the underdog. I don't know how you're the ultimate underdog. Sick replays. I hope the Packers can get their shit together next season. Our line looked terrible. Yeah, you got Jordan Love, though, man. Jordan Love's a stellar talent, man. All right, let me get a drink here. While I'm getting that drink, I need at least 5, 6, 7, 800 of you to hit that like button. Double tap that screen. Send us out into that, YouTube algorithm, please. 5 more of you. Smash that like button. Get us up to 50 real quick. Again, we're trying to hit 100 as we like to always do on the live stream. So 5 more of you, double tap that screen for me. Get that like cranking. I need 5 of you out there to hit that like button. This year was the best offseason. They went and got Russell, and they did way better than anyone have them credit for. Dude, if you listened to fucking Mike Drum Sports, you would have a fucking clue, my friend. I told you exactly what their record was going to be this year. I fucking told you exactly to the T what their record was going to be this year. Yeah, their offseason was better than it has been. I'll give them that. I thought Arthur Smith was going to be better, but when you fucking coach under Michael Tomlin, you're going to have the same bullshit game plan. Lenzo Amos. I'm just telling you, man. Watch Mike Drum Sports. I told you what their record was going to be. We don't need to give them credit for anything because they are exactly who we fucking thought they were going to be. Exactly who we thought they were going to be. I'm just saying. This was no shock what their record was. It wasn't like, oh, God. We knew. We knew. And it wasn't just Jason, the chat, the OGs all summer. All the OGs at Mike Drop Sports that watch this show every single fucking day, baby. They know too. They knew it. Ian, when the Steelers didn't go for it on 4th and 1 against the Ravens, I knew they gave up. Yeah, they gave up because their coach doesn't fucking care. He don't give a shit. He's ready to go hang out, man. He's ready to go hang out. Come on, 3. Come on, 3. Steelers organization is loyal, so we're stuck with Mike Tomlin. Yeah, they're loyal to a fucking fault, my friend. Ed, Pittsburgh got worse that last 5 to 7 games of the season. Yeah, and it's crazy, man. It is crazy. Robert Rowe, Dick LeBeau was the last DC with the freedom to run the defense. He was a holdover from Cowher staff. Absolutely. You have seen no coordinator, defense or offense, for the Pittsburgh Steelers have freedom to run their system since Dick LeBeau. You have not. Maybe Haley a little bit. Maybe Haley a little bit. And that was with Big Ben. That was probably it. Haley, LeBeau, that was probably the last two. Kevin Lynch, the Eagles brought in Vic Fangio, and look how quick he turned their defense around. Absolutely. Let's go Steelers from Little Ducky, Bell, Houday. Houday is stupid. Quit saying that. You sound dumb. God, even Bengals fans cringe at that fucking battle cry. Houday, Houday. You get a flag, Bell. Houday, Houday. 15 yards for saying something that doesn't make any damn sense. All right. Maverick says, do you want Justin Fields or Russell Wilson to start? Well, I want Justin Fields because I don't think Russell Wilson's going to return to the city of Pittsburgh unless, the ego fucking maniac Mike Tomlin thinks that nothing has to change and they're going to wheel into the season as the exact same football team they were last year and figure out how to fucking win. Hey, we'll see. But I think Justin Fields is the only logical choice right now, again, with the landscape of the NFL and how I think the quarterback market plays out. I think that might be their only shot. And if they were stupid enough to bring in somebody like fucking 472-year-old Aaron Rodgers, then shame on them. John Jennings, what do you think about the Texans? I think the Texans had a solid team, but they ran out of gas. They had too many injuries to overcome, man. If they had a full arsenal heading into the playoffs, they beat the Chiefs in that game, just to let you guys know. If the Texans have a full arsenal of their weapons at the wide receiver position, they win that game in Kansas City. They are that close to being a Super Bowl contender in Texas. Now, let's see if they don't fuck it up. They have a great head coach. An amazing head coach down there. I really feel like he is. And they have a good quarterback, and I feel like that they've built a good culture and a good plus. Why do you think they got rid of fucking guys like Deontay Johnson the minute that he came in the door? Because they don't let people contaminate their culture. When they have something built that's going well, they're not going to allow those idiots in the building. Unlike guys like Mike Tomlin who allow the cancer to just spread and spread and spread until it's too late and then act like he's doing us a favor by getting rid of them. Tom Ford, man of steel. Jason, I've been saying the same thing about Tomlin. As soon as he gets his non-losing season, he doesn't care what happens. He doesn't. He's an idiot. He is. I agree, Tom. Roberta Campbell in the house. What's up, Roberta? Sorry, guys. I have had a rough 24 hours. I threw my phone away doing the trash. My phone has a new home in a landfill. Got a new phone, but it has taken time to figure out. Well, Roberta, welcome back. I hope everything starts working out in your favor, my dear. Definitely, man. Welcome back to Roberta, one of the OGs here on the channel. Doug P. Next year, I'd like to see us grab Singleton out of Penn State. Great runner and a good receiver out of the backfield. Absolutely was, man. You know what I noticed last night? And I don't watch a lot of college football. You guys that watch the channel all the time know that. But I want to talk about something about that game last night that I noticed. I need two more of you to double tap that screen so we can hit that 50 mark here in likes, and let's get on the road to 100. So one more person, double tap that screen, hit that like button for us here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason, as always, my friends. What I did notice last night in that game that I really liked out of both quarterbacks was the ability to throw on the move, the ability to manipulate the pocket, the ability to have some real vision. And I thought that that was something special from both of those quarterbacks that I saw last night. And that one receiver from Notre Dame, I really loved him. I believe his number was 1. I want to say the guy that was just catching everything for them. I can't remember his name. It's slipping my mind. I loved him. I loved that running back, that freshman, I believe. He was a freshman or sophomore, really young kid from Ohio State. He was a real difference maker. Absolutely amazing. I thought Ohio State had a lot of good players, man, out on the field yesterday. Just a really good ball game, in my opinion. I thought that both teams played their guts out. I thought that it could have went a little bit better for Notre Dame, but I thought that their coaching staff was able to keep them in the game in terms of their headspace, and they still had an opportunity late, but they weren't going to get it done. But it was what it was. I thought it was a good game. And again, both quarterbacks able to manipulate that pocket, throw on the run, be athletic, be smart. And again, guys, that's what you're looking for when you're looking for these quarterbacks nowadays. Highly athletic, but they have to be highly intelligent. They have to have good field vision, and they have to understand that you don't run all the time, that sometimes you use your legs just to manipulate the pocket to buy you more time to throw the football down the field. That's what you got to have. That's the mindset you got to have as a quarterback. Everybody always talked about Big Ben Roethlisberger, but what did he do? He wasn't super athletic, but he's big and strong. And what did he use? He used his legs and his ability to manipulate the pocket to throw the football downfield, which gave the offense a chance all the time. And that's what you always got to be looking for, in my opinion, in a quarterback, unless you got that natural, just field general guy back there that's the ultimate pocket passer, that it got a rocking arm that's just laser focused at the quarterback position. Those generational type talents that you don't see very often, unless you got one of those. But everybody else got to be able to manipulate the pocket, utilize their strengths, utilize their speed to keep buying them time, allow their wide receivers to be smart and get themselves open. That was another thing for the Steelers that I noticed this year. Even when the quarterbacks bought time, I felt like nobody was able to really go and find those holes, find those places to get open. Either that or the quarterback wasn't seeing it, one of the two. It just felt like you didn't have that sense of that scramble drill. Holy shit, guys. We've been going 58 minutes here on Steel City Live. All right, guys, if I didn't get to your chat, I apologize, but that's how it rolls here on Steel City Live as of late. We get so many views, and it's awesome. We get so many comments. I just physically can't get through them all. Mentally, I can't get through them all either. Again, thank you, everybody. I see TD in there. Thanks, TD. Appreciate you, man. Robert, I would like the Steelers to draft Will Howard. He should be available in the 3rd or even maybe the 4th round. He is a Pennsylvania kid. I like it, man. I think the Steelers need Coach JB, Jason Brown. I think they need Coach JJ, Jason Jacobs from Mike Drop fucking Sports, my friends. That's what I think they need, Tom. Mike Tomlin needs to go, Eddie. Yes, that was the pin comment. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh, from Roberta. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us again here on Steel City Live. Thank you all so very much for your constant, steady support here on the channel. You guys mean so much. Thank you. And without you, this doesn't go. So thank you. Again, don't forget to tune in to Mike Drop Sports tomorrow and the show Steel City Live. Also, Afternoon Blitz. I cannot forget. I got to get back in that groove of that because we only did one show and I was like, I totally forgot. But anyway, because guys, I freestyle this shit. I don't fucking take a bunch of notes. I'm going to show you something. These are the only notes I've had for an entire 18-game season plus playoffs for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those are the only notes I've had. Right there. And the only other thing that I have in this notebook over here is scores when I was writing them all down. Other than that, I freestyle this shit, my friends. That was for the whole 18-game season. But hey, I freestyle it and we have a lot of fun. So again, thank you, and we'll see you all tomorrow again. Appreciate it. Share, like, subscribe, all that good shit, man. But we'll be back tomorrow as always, kicking ass, taking names, man. If you're not subscribed, hit that fucking subscribe button. All right, guys. See y'all. Thank you. Peace. See you on the next one.